Okay, this is the third of my scalar product videos for this year. So what we led up to, we talked about what the scalar product was. We then went down to use the law of cosine to come up with why we care about the scalar product, and that is that we can find the angle between two vectors using the dot product, the scalar product, divided by the magnitude of each. So go find those first two videos if so that you know what we're doing here. So they're saying find the measure of the angle between vectors A and B. So that means that I'm going to say that cosine of that theta is equal to the dot product of A and B, A dot B, divided by the magnitude of A. Okay, let's see. 16 plus 4 is 20, plus 9 is 29. And this is 25 plus 5. Right, that's 4 and another one, that's 30. I am assuming that you've watched my previous videos and you know how to find the magnitude of a vector. And I'm also assuming that my brain is not already on spring break, which, if my arithmetic is wrong, I apologize. Okay, I had to find a calculator. So on this one, typically we'll find the angle between vectors in degrees. So setting that up. There it is, degree. And, okay, so in my numerator, the dot product, so cosine of theta is going to be equal to 4 minus 10 minus 6 divided by the square root of 29 times the square root of 30. Okay, what is that? Negative 16 plus 4 is negative 12. So I have negative 12 divided by the square root of, what did we say, 29 times 30. And then I need to take the inverse cosine of that angle. And I find that this is approximately 114 degrees. Cool. Okay, so then they're saying what must be true if theta equals 90 degrees? So if theta is 90 degrees, think unit circle, we're up here, right? Pi over 2, 90 degrees. In this case, this is the point 0, 1. And if you remember, the cosine value is the x value, so the x value is 0. The cosine, that's just a quick little review for you. Hopefully you know your unit circle very well. So cosine of 90 degrees is equal to 0, which means that this formula, cosine of theta equals A dot B over the magnitude of A times the magnitude of B, this needs to equal 0. Well, if that's going to equal 0, then that means we don't really care what the denominator is. 0 divided by anything is, as long as it's not 0. 0 divided by a non-zero number gives us 0, so I want the dot product to equal 0. So in order for it to be perpendicular, I want to know, is the dot product 0? So then they say, okay, the vector is perpendicular, vector M is perpendicular to vector N, solve for T. So that means if they're perpendicular, they have a 90-degree angle, that means that their dot product has to equal 0. So I'm going to say 3, 0, negative 1, dotted with 2, 5, T, needs to equal 0. So this is 6 plus 0 minus T equals 0. Okay, negative T equals negative 6, therefore T must equal 6. And now you have to go practice. So good luck with that. The scalar product is great when you want to find the measure of angle between vectors. And we're going to definitely talk about this more as we continue and move into lines and planes. So go practice. Good luck.